as long as there have been farms and gardens, there have been growers trying to rid their crops of pests.
And for the past century, most farmers have relied on pesticides to do that, but times are changing. Not only do pesticides end up in the ground and in the water, some even react with the environment to create greenhouse gases. That's why, as David Guilford shows us, research across the border in New Hampshire may hold the key to fewer pesticides being used in Maine's changing climate.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Alina Harris-Seifer is both. While working on her master's in agricultural sciences at UNH, Seifer was trying to grow vegetables. But she had an insect problem.
We were growing artichokes, and the artichokes are covered in aphids, and we even purchased the insecticide.
Broad-spectrum insecticide, Seifer recalled, meaning it had a higher chance of killing unintended insects along with the aphids. And pesticides can contaminate soil and water and even contribute to greenhouse gases. Seifer's team was on the fence about using it. But then something happened.
And then we saw the ladybugs come in. These are, a form of biological control. We didn't release these ladybugs. They already were in the environment, and they started cleaning up those aphids.
Ladybugs, a most common backyard insect in Maine as well, and a natural predator to aphids, which are tiny insects that love to munch on our crops. They can be the bane of a farm's existence.
We, Alina, spent all this time really characterizing and counting and looking and seeing who was there, who's coming to these flowering plants in a way that we didn't know before.
Professor Becky Seidman supported Seifer, who dove into determining who's coming to lunch and what's on the menu. She found that when they planted flowering plants near crops, pollinating insects like ladybugs and hoverflies,
These are our most common ones.
went to the flowers, then laid their eggs on the crops where the aphids were.
I mean, look, you've just seen it. Is it not, or is it cute?
Then the larvae hatch and eat the aphids, all without using pesticides, which can not only be good for the planet, but for the food's appeal to buyers.
You want to grow a marketable crop. You want to grow a clean crop. The market is demanding for something that's more on the end of organic or low spray or no spray.
But, Seifer said, it's not always that easy, and that's what universities like hers are there for, to put in the research for farmers across New England.
One of the reasons that Extension exists is doing this research and then disseminating this information to these growers and saying, hey, look, we tried it. We saw some benefit. You might too.
Yeah, we've got larvae.
The moral of this research, it won't work for every crop and every insect. But when it does work, if we let nature in, let things be a little more wild, everyone can benefit.
To really bring more nature into our farming systems enables, provides habitat for all kinds of organisms that do good service work for us.
How much control, how much pesticide can be cut out, Seidman said, are still questions to be asked on each farm. But their researchers are here to help find the answers. In Durham, New Hampshire, David Guilford, News Center, Maine.
Interesting find.